Welcome to Modeling Time with me, Brian Banna. And in this episode, I'm back to doing some kit building. This kit is a Tangent Scale Models New York Central riveted caboose. I bought 4 of these cabooses. Actually, I bought more than 4. How many did I buy? Actually, I bought 7 of these cabooses. 4 of them are undecorated. One is a 1963, 3 of them are 1963 plus, which is kit number 60101-01, and one of them is a 1949 plus, which is kit number 60100-01. So today I figured I need some Cpt&C cabooses, and I pulled one out to start building it. So I've got it all laid out right here. I'm going to show you what all the parts are and stuff like this. Now, if you're a glutton for punishment, go ahead and build one of these. I haven't built one yet, but the reason I say that is there are no instructions and there is no guide to where any of these parts go. And there's a lot of parts in here. But if you have a assembled and decorated model, then you're okay, because you can look on that model and see where all the parts go. Now, on the undecorated kit, you basically only get the parts for the New York Central or Conrail and so on. You don't get the parts for the Illinois Terminal, especially on the interior. I don't know about the exterior, but I know you don't get the interior parts, because the Illinois Terminal one has a bank of shelves on one end of the interior, and you don't get those as undecorated parts. There are plenty of parts that you don't need to use in here, and I'll show you those parts as well. Again, in this kit, actually all 3 of the 1963 plus, the kit number 60101-01, they're missing the roof walk end supports, those angles that go up on the ends of the car to support the roof walk ends. So all 3 of them are missing that. The 1949 plus model is missing the 2 metal underframe parts. So there's no underframe for the car. So I've written Tangent to ask them to please send me those parts. I'll find out next week whether they will do that or not. It would be nice if they would. Again, a little bit of quality control malfunction. So anyway, let me get the camera set up and I'll go over what I'm going to do with this kit. All right, so these are all the parts that came with the 60101-01 kit. Now, if you look in here, real quick, well, you can't literally look quickly, but if you look in here, you don't see any roof walk supports. They would be a U-shaped looking piece, and they come on the tree that has all the brake wheels on it. So that's what I sent to Tangent to let them know about that. So anyway, so I'm missing those parts for this caboose. These are the 2 parts, the metal parts, that I'm missing for the 60100-01. So if you got undecorated cabooses from Tangent, the New York Central ones, check your 60101-01s if you have those for your roof walk supports. I don't think you have them in there. And on your 60100-01, check for these frame parts. I don't have those. Oh, and here's the bag, excuse me, full of metal parts, your grab irons and such. And these black pieces are drains or something that go off the bottom of the caboose frame. This is all your photo etch steps and windshield wipers and stuff, but I'll probably be using different windshield wipers. But these are your different steps. It's really nice to give you all kinds of different steps or different styles of steps. They're all the same size, but you got the perforated ones, you got the diamond tread plate ones, and you got ones that are like pimple tread plate, which are the ones I'll be using. You have a bunch of bags full of screws, so that's good. And then you've got your bags full of glass, all your glazing and such. So that's good. So I checked all my kits, and the parts I said were missing were the only parts that were missing. Now, like I said, I do have the some of the decorated kits, and I'm glad I bought them, because looking on the underframe, I wouldn't know where all this stuff goes. But having this kit, basically, which is this kit, the kit that I have here, oh, and then here's the roof walk. I can use this as a guide for where to put everything. Also, on the Tangent website, which I'll post a picture of, which does have the Tangent label on it, so it is from Tangent, the 3D drawings of the interior, so I can explain to you what's missing out of here. So this is all the New York Central stuff. You do get the oil burning stove. This is the coal burning stove here. These are the parts I will not be using. So these are the end cages that I'll be using. That's the same end cages that's on the decorated model. And these are all the different end cages that they give you. They give you 11, including these ones, they give you 11 different varieties, which is really nice. In the 60100-01 kit, they only give you, I think it's 3 different varieties. But that's okay. I'm sorry. These parts right here, these 2 pipes, these 2 things, and these I have no idea what they are. I don't see them anywhere on my Caboose kit or on the assembled Caboose. Maybe they're on the inside, I don't know, but if they're on the inside, I doubt they'll be missing. These 2 parts here, let me see if I can zoom in on these parts here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to adjust the camera to go over there. And then let's see if we can zoom in a little bit more and get it in focus. There we go. Okay, so these 2 canister parts, I have no idea what they are. There's the 2 pipes. And then these 2 brackets or whatever they are, I have no idea what those are. And these 2 pieces look like they're, were they AEI tags? Automatic Equipment Identification tags. That's what they kind of look like, and they probably go on the Conrail cabooses. These, I like I said, I don't know. I don't see them on the underframe of the car. I don't see them on the ends of the car or anything like that. So I'm just going to put them in my spares bag. They won't be missing, so I'm not worried about it. So let me zoom out, and let me go over what these parts are, because we are going to be building this model. And it would be nice to know where all these parts go. Okay, so this stuff here is the interior parts right here. So you got your benches, your cabinets, your chairs, tables, and railing supports or something like that. I don't know exactly what those are. I have to look on the interior photograph to see where these go. Over here we got your draft gearboxes. These are your roof vents right here. Now that would be these 3 vents here. Now for another, I think it might be the Illinois terminal, that would be these 3 vents right here that I'm not using. Okay, so then we got the underframe cabinet, the brakes air reservoir, the triple valve. I think this is a wheel generator. It goes on the inside, it's on the underside, it goes up against the frame. So I think this is a generator. You got electrical outlets here that go on the underframe. These 2 pieces here are air whistles. You get 2 varieties. You get this one that has a bracket on this side, and you get this one that has a bracket on the other side. So depending on where they are on the end frame, like for instance, these ones have the bracket on the inside, so they go up against this pin that's right here. What else we got? This is a valve that goes to the triple valve. You have 2 varieties of this bracket. This is a bracket that the triple valve sits on. You get this bracket that has this little support with a hole in it that a piece of wire will go through. The other one is this support here that does not have that standoff for the wire support or the pipe support. Coming over here, you got end platforms. So this one has the pimple type tread plate platform. These ones are the diamond tread plate platform, so I won't be using these. Of course, my end cages that I'll be using. The fulcrum for the brakes. And then this is a pipe that comes off of the main or not the air reservoir, but the main pipe, and has a T in it that goes over to the air whistle. So that's what that's for. That's for the air whistle. And then you got the main train line pipe, some crossover pipes in there. You got the underframe. You got the two metal underframes, and this is the bracket for the roof for the lighting. So the undecorated kits do not come with a lighting kit. They do come with powered caboose or powered wheel sets, but they do not come with the lighting kit, which is fine. I'm not a big fan. No, I'm not saying that. It's nice if they're in there, but if they're not in there, it's no big deal to me. So I'm not worried about that. And then of course you've got the body, and this body does have the holes for the roof walks. So I can imagine if this kit was not supposed to have roof walks, then it would probably not. They probably have another body that does not have these holes in it. So that's why I'm thinking maybe they just forgot to put the end supports in, which again, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a mistake, and hopefully they'll remedy that quickly. So these are all the parts that I will not be using. Let me go over. These are all the brake wheels. Again, I'll be using Katie brake wheels because I want to use, this is the brake wheel here that is on the New York Central model. It is the universal brake wheel. Well, Tangent only gave me one of these in each kit, but they did give me 3 of this type. I don't know what type this is, but I want to use the universal, and they did give you 2 Ajax, so that's cool. But I'm sure that this third one of the type I don't know was supposed to be another one of these, but they just cut one of these off and threw it in there, so there's 3. So I can't use any of these brake wheels. No big deal. I'm going to use Katie ones anyways. This is the coal stove I won't be using. This is that other bracket for the triple valve I won't be using. This is another crossover pipe that I believe is also for the air whistle, and maybe that one's for the Illinois terminal caboose. I'm not sure, but I don't see this pipe anywhere on the bottom of the decorated caboose, the assembled and decorated caboose, so I won't be using that one. And looking at the interior, again, which you'll see after I'm done here, I don't see any piping on the interior, so these won't be used. Oh, I forgot to tell you these. Over here, these pipes here that you can't really see, this is the fuel filler pipe, and this I believe is some type of drain pipe. It hangs off the side. That's these ones right here. That would be the fuel filler pipe and this vent pipe right here. So that's what those ones are for. Then of course all the metal parts, the glass and stuff. And these are the end cages that I won't be using, so those will go into a parts kit. These here are the modern marker lights that would probably be used on the Conrail cabooses. And these are the fiber optic pieces that go into those marker lights. Those fiber optic pieces come through these tubes right here. You can see the hole in the end, and they would come out to here and here. But my caboose will use, I didn't show you those either. My caboose will be using these really tiny marker lights. These are the original type marker lights, so I'll be using those. I think I've covered everything, and then of course all these different end cages. So these are all the parts. These are the parts I will not be using. These are the parts I have no idea where they go, so most likely I will not be using those. And then these are the parts that I'll be using. And then hopefully Tangent will send me the roof walk supports. So that takes care of an explanation of all these, and then of course, all the baggy parts I'll be using. So that takes care of an explanation of these. Now, let me quickly go over what the paint scheme is going to be. So it's New York Central paint scheme. It'll be painted in century green. The differences are, instead of this New York Central logo here, I will be putting a Cpt&C logo here. It won't have Road to the Future. It'll have Cpt&C and the road number here. Above the top, it'll say New York Central System. It'll, of course, have some of the repack information here. It'll have this little triangle thing. I have no idea what this triangle thing is. If anybody knows what this is, could you please post it in the comments section? It would be interesting to find out what that is. It'll have the road number and everything up on either here, up here, or over the door like it is in there. Now on the Cpt&C cabooses, this window and this window on both ends are going to be blanked out. It'll also be painted white on the ends with black barricade stripes. So on these ends, it'll be, and the door will be black. So that will be the paint difference. Other than that, all the paint will be the same, except for this roof will not be white. It'll just be century green. Black underframe, black walkway on the ends, and it looks like this coupler lift bar bracket is fell inward. I'll fix that later. Doesn't matter. And so it'll look basically pretty much just like this caboose, except for the modifications to the paint. It'll have all the hand grabs and everything will be yellow and such. So that's basically it for that. Now when I cut off of this, I'll put up the tangent views of the interior, so we can go over that stuff. The two photos you're going to see here are off of the Tangent Scale Models website. I'm only using them for reference for placement of parts and painting guide. So this first photo is listed as the Illinois Terminal caboose interior. Now what you do not get in the undecorated model kits, if you look to the left, those two silver shelving unit looking things, you do not get those. Also, the box hanging off the bottom of the frame, you do not get that style of box. You do get everything else. You get the cabinets, the chairs, the coal burning stove, the sink, the tables, the benches, the dividers. You get all those parts. In this photo, you'll see the New York Central interior. Everything that you see in here is in the undecorated kit. The benches, the cabinets, the seats, the oil burning stove. The rectangle that goes around the top of the oil burning stove is a photo etch part. The sink, tables, you know, all that stuff, the desks. So, and also you'll see center on the underframe, you'll see the triple valve, and you'll see that piece of wire coming off. That goes to the little bracket that comes off the triple valve support bracket. And so you get two of those support brackets. One has the arm that the little wire goes to. The other one does not have that arm. So that's just a little note there. But again, this is all for reference off the Tangent Scale Models website. You can go to their website and they have these photographs and stuff for reference for painting and such. Okay, so that takes care of pretty much what the project's going to be. I'm going to start with the underframe and build it from the bottom up. So that means the underframe, the trucks, and everything, which is nice. I mean, really, aside from the missing parts, the kit is a beautiful kit. And I think I can build it up into a really, really nice looking model. I'll be using True Color paint, Century Green on it. I like it. It's really nice color and such. And but other than that, I'm looking forward to putting this together. As you saw the interior shots, I'll be using those for reference for paint and of course placement. And as you saw in those shots, there's no piping or anything. So again, those pieces that I didn't know where they go, I have no idea. They probably go on some other railroads, cabooses, and such. One thing I forgot to mention again, or not again, but I forgot to mention when I was showing all the parts, all the different smoke jacks that Tangent gives you. They really give you a good variety. The tooling is exceptional, very nicely done, very crisp and such. I like the looks of these things. The way they do the frames, it's pretty cool. Everything in here is really nice. I'll clean up all the parting lines, clean up all the sprue boogers and things like that, get everything looking really nice, get it all together, prime it. Like I said, the underframe's going to be all black, so that's no big deal. So I'm going to really enjoy this, and I hope you'll enjoy and follow along with it.